Happy birthday to me. Oh, welcome back my gardening friends to plot 1 on my allotments and my 60th birthday allotment tour. This is the compost bin. It's filling up nicely. I've been pruning the rhubarb right back, pulling it so that I can encourage more growth later on. And I've been busily mixing my homemade compost mixes, and for some of the other bits I've been mixing it a little bit weaker. For the giant potatoes I've been mixing it a little bit stronger. We've still got plenty of materials left. The leaf mould bins are dropping down nicely. We've got plenty of fish poo there from my filters at home to keep adding to it. We've taken the first lot of comfrey from here, and the bees have now moved over. Enjoying that comfrey plant. And I've been religiously, when I remember, topping up my comfrey pipe, and you might be able to just see right at the bottom below that ridge that lovely black gold. Now, comfrey concentrate, don't add any water to it. It doesn't smell and it doesn't freeze. We did show you that in a previous video, but check out the playlist on homemade liquid plant food compost mixes and activators. Lots of mess around the allotments at the moment. I haven't got time to wipe my nose. Strawberries are growing nicely. I think these are better than what are in the polytunnel. But let's just show you the little experiment between me and Babette, who's in the garden, whose strawberry will ripen first. Different climatic conditions. We're just doing a little trial. Very difficult, but there it is, Babette. That's my strawberry as of May 24th. Fish, you're loving the warmth. And this lily, we couldn't get it to grow at home, so Mrs. K decided it had got to go, and after now 3 or 4 years on, that's the first time it's really done any good, and it does look really nice. Wildlife area coming to life. The Sunflower High Challenge. They're growing nicely. It won't be long before there's a good enough root ball in there for me to plant them in the ground, and the sweet peas have started to get their first flowers on. Do need to tie those up. The little daffodils that we bought on the cheap, they've died back now. I'll be able to get those out and split them. And a few of the flowers are growing now, giving the bees plenty to go at. My experiment with the nematodes. Here are the ones that have been treated, and this one that hasn't been treated. These are the shop bought ones that we sliced the skins off, overwintered them in a pot, and then grew them on the following year. This is probably now year 2 or year 3. So we'll see what we get. There were massive strawberries, and looking at them at the moment, they're the smallest strawberries I've ever seen. If you don't try, you don't know. We've got more fruit than what we expected with all those late frosts. Those were the conference pears. These are an eating apple. We've got the gravity-fed rainwater guttering wick system up and running now. Filled the barrel up. And we've got a few bits in here just hardening off. But we've got all the peppers in here. I've put 2 peppers in some, 1 pepper's in other. We've got a spare there. So basically there's a float down there with some rainwater guttering. I need to cover that up so it doesn't go green. And basically all we've got in there is that wick up to a point, and that draws up the moisture. And that was on a recommendation from Alan at the Dawn Chorus plot, because I put 2 wicks in last time, and they may have got a little bit too wet, and we've got to do the labels when we get time. And there's one of the later sown giant beetroot. We'll find a spot for that somewhere. Unusually, I've got a reasonable crop of plums if they actually make it, but that's nice to see, considering all those frosts that we had. Giant potatoes are in. These are from Frank. Frank sent me a few surplus seed. They hadn't chitted and we hadn't started them off early, and these are some of the others that we've got. And this is the experiment with the blue barrels. Absolutely loads of good stuff in there. Look, messy. Need to get those picked up before they get buried. But the idea of this is absolutely loads and loads of goodness in there. We will support these potato tops, and we water from there using the clay balls that we had in a couple of the sacks that I mistakenly picked up. And I've drilled the drainage holes, and you can probably see the bits of blue plastic there. And again, some more condor potatoes. I'd like to grow a big potato for the Malvern show this autumn. In a previous video, probably on my comfrey pipe, somebody said, why don't you use a bigger pipe? So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this green bin. We harvested all the leaves from the rhubarb one year and collected the concentrate to use as an insecticide. I need to make some up because we have got some aphids. So in a future video we'll see how we set that up, and then just keep filling it full of comfrey. It'll be a concentrate, not steeped. As you can see, the rhubarb is going mad. So the first big crown, we've cut everything off. Loads and loads of very thin, small, spindly sticks. So we're just stripping it all back, harvesting some, eating it, making crumbles, etc. As you can see, some have gone to seed, so we need to pull those out definitely. There's some nice sticks of rhubarb in there, and it does encourage it to grow longer having these, but it also does the same job as the raspberries and holding it all in. And as these grow, I need to get them put behind the strap so that it's all held together. You'll see this more on the second part over in the fruit cage over there. But these are the autumn fruiting, so you cut the canes right down to the floor and they fruit on this year's growth, not like the summer fruiting that fruit on the second year's growth. So you have to leave the canes on. We did last year, we cut everything flat to the ground. We didn't get nothing off these last year, so look at it now, absolutely full. And the bees are absolutely loving it again. Again, these straps are helping hold everything together, and today I've managed to put these two canes in to hold two up that had flopped over. Really, I should have cut them down a bit and let them shoot from the sides. These are the blackberries, and you can see they're already forming towards the end of May, and I'm expecting a bumper crop again this year. I'll just hope the structure holds out. The winds do blow on it, and the timbers are very rotten. I haven't had time to tidy all the underneath like I did these by mulching it up, but the rain that we've had and the warmth, the weeds have actually gone mad, and it's a job to keep on top of them. So we're in the cabbage cage, brassica cage, whatever you want to call it. Ideal to keep the birds off these. I'm going to try and cover the rest, but again, it doesn't take much to weed, but bar gum, there's been lots of them, I've got 2 of the Aztec broccoli from real seeds. Apparently they grow quite big and very productive. The giant cabbage, that's coming on nicely. That's my own seed. I don't expect a lot from it. And here's the cabbage, the red organic marona. It's a true seed, and that's the one that we got for 2nd place. That's where we cut it off, and as you can see, the stems are growing. These will automatically go to seed. We'll save the seed and grow them on next year. Again, some more of the Aztec broccoli. Mulching with the cocoa coir does help. It does help with getting the weeds out nice and easily. I do suffer a lot with clover, and as long as you pull the clover out when they're about that size, it's not much of a problem. Get much bigger. Yeah, I missed that one. Soon be going to seed, but I do like to weed as I go when I get a chance. These are the pallet collars for plot 3. I'm going to have 8 new beds. Whether I'll get a chance to get them done this time to plant up, no doubt I will. And there's all that polycarbonate that we've got. We need to get some little coal frames built around the square foot gardening, and we've got 4 extra barrels there to use around this growing space when we eventually repair the damage the wind did, or my fault for not fastening it down properly maybe. But I've managed to put that one in place so that we capture at least some rainwater to keep these barrels topped up, and it's used on the siphoning method, so all 3 barrels remain the same height. The Bocking 14 comfrey, we're taking little bits of that as and when to top the comfrey pipe up, and there's my giant carrots, and the middle box has got the super soil trial, so it'll be worth seeing if there's any difference with those, and they've now perking up. What you do want for a giant carrot is all the extra shoots coming from out to the top, and hopefully it'll bulk out and give us a nice nice carrot. Probably end up having what growing carrots that are only just big enough to eat. This is the cooking apple tree that we salvaged off another plot, and again this is done really well, but we'll need to thin out to at least 3. So there's those 3 big ones, and then we'll end up taking out some of the others. We'll do that with a good sharp pair of scissors. Now this is a white flowered comfrey. I don't know where this one's come from. It's only popped up this year, but they can be spread by birds in the wind, etc. But it won't hurt there. Again, the sound of the bees is so enjoyable to listen to, because without the bees we wouldn't have food. I'm going to leave that one there. Thumbs up, thumbs down for the interaction. Please leave me a comment, and the next video will follow after this one, depending on when you watch it. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.